What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I got you guys with Sunday football prime time, NFL red zone, whatever you want to call it. It's a great slate. Love it. Just so happy to see the NFL season back. Let me know how y'all boys' fantasy team is doing, man. I have Malik Neighbors on my team, so we are kind of going through it. The team's going through it right now. But yeah, let me know how your fantasy team's going down below. So let me reiterate what I've said in the last two videos and what I will say again in this video. And I don't mind telling you guys again. So I know what you're saying. Jackson, it's Friday night. Why the hell are you posting Sunday night or Sunday football? Well, let me tell you. Last time, and I promised you guys what I was going to start doing for the NFL season is get you guys 9 free picks. Instead of rushing it out all into one video, I'm going to spread it out accordingly. We're going to go 3, 3, and 3. So like I said, we're going to go 3 Friday night, 3 Saturday evening, and then 3 Saturday night. So you guys will be getting 9 free picks for Sunday, only because they play so many games. And not only that, but I really promised you guys that I would get you 9 free picks. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below, man. It's totally free of cost. But yeah, I'm going to say it again. This is day 10 of Road to 5K. As you can see, we are $625. And you're like, hey, you lost some money. No, I've put in probably $100 worth of bets. We got $100 going. And let's go. Looks like Lucky Sutton just busted off a 30-yard run. Pause. But this play's looking pretty favorable. It's looking pretty good for us. Just gotta hope Lucky Sutton keeps it up, and we'll cash. What is that, guys? You tell me in the comments. Like 3 straight videos, 4 straight videos. But yeah, that's pretty much just how it's been going. But like I said, this is going to be strictly NFL. This will not be an MLB video. This will not be a college football video. Those videos are already up. So if you guys are like, oh, but I don't really want to bet on the NFL yet, I think it's a little too early. Totally fine. Hop over to the other videos. Go get the MLB. If you don't want to bet on the MLB, go get college football. If you don't want to bet on college football, you're lame. Don't lose your money on tennis. You don't know what you're doing. I promise that. But yeah. So, man, enough yapping. Let's just get straight into the picks. For the first pick, we are going with Jahmyr Gibbs over Jahmyr Gibbs over fantasy score. A very favorable matchup against Cincy, one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And as you can see, he's pretty much hit this line every single game, other than Cleveland, where I actually don't know what happened in that game. He might have just missed by a point. But Cleveland, as you guys know, has got a phenomenal defense. Cleveland's probably goes Seattle and then Cleveland, so they're kind of like neck and neck. And then Green Bay again, another just what I thought, in my opinion, was the best defense until Dak gave him 40. But that was before that game. So, like I said, Detroit's got a really, really tough schedule. And then they got teams like Baltimore. Then they got teams like Cincy. Just teams that just cannot defend anything. Cincy's terrible defending the run. They're bottom 5. They're terrible defending the pass. They're also bottom 5. The one thing that Cincy does good is they get to the quarterback, which means you know what that is. Hey, Jahmyr Gibbs, come catch this. That's a point. PPR, by the way, fantasy score on Prizepicks is PPR, so which meaning is a catch is a point, touchdown 6, 10 yards, 10 receiving yards is a point, 10 rushing yards is a point, etc., etc. So 18.5 is a very favorable line for a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs, especially a guy who gets a lot of catches and a lot of touches. For the next pick, we are going with Mr. Dak Prescott. Another just absolute favorable matchup. Yeah, just kind of another favorable matchup with Prescott. He's been probably the best quarterback in the NFL as of late. Cooked against Green Bay, had a little bad game against Chicago. This defense is really holding him back, and honestly, I think that's just going to make him even better. I have no idea why this line's at 17. The New York Jets have literally a bottom 5 defense. Same thing with Cincy. It's just the Jets are a little bit better at stopping the pass. They're like 15th, so they're like middle of the pack. Does not matter. I thought Green Bay was going to wipe the floor against Dallas. Dak played awesome in that game. 30 fantasy points, Pickens looked good. They were getting Turpin involved. Tolbert was involved. Ferguson was involved. Javonte Williams was involved. I see that Miles Sanders is off the IR, which means Jaden Blue's coming in. That is another receiving threat for Dak Prescott. I think he's going to absolutely just blow this line out of the water. 17 is really low. The Giants have a bottom 10 defense in the NFL. You want to talk about Sauce Gardner? You want to talk about Quinnen Williams? They have not been that good this year. Outside of those two, they've been pretty putrid, in my opinion. And that could just become because their offense is so bad that this defense is just constantly on the field. They're getting gashed. They're getting tired. Or they're just not as good as they once was, as good as people believe it to be. Quinnen Williams, some may argue he's the best player at his position. Some may argue Sauce Gardner is the best at his position. In my personal opinion, I have always thought Sauce Gardner is completely overrated. I thought he was pretty good at Cincy. That's it. Other than that, man, I really don't see how he's a top 5 corner. Whatever. That's an argument for another video. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the next pick. For the next pick, we are going to head on over to the Raiders. Sorry, got a little distracted there. And we're taking Jacoby Myers. We will be taking his over on fantasy score. It's at 13.5. That's really, really low. Again, another favorable matchup. Indiana. God, I'm an idiot. Indianapolis, bottom 10 when it comes to stopping receivers. Tight ends, they're like not middle of the pack, but just a little bit better than middle of the pack, like from the fringe of being elite. So that means they're going to take away Brock Bowers. The run defense is good. Grover Stewart, DeForest Buckner, Kwity Paye, they've all looked so good in the run defense. But a little shaken up. Charvarius Ward has looked a little bit, on the slower end. And then, of course, you have I always forget his name. Whatever, the guy, his partner in crime on the other side. And then for secondary guys, you got like I can't even name a secondary safety on that team. Whatever. But yeah, again, just another favorable matchup. This team allows a lot of check down yards, a lot of slant routes, hitches. So expect Jacoby Myers to get a lot of receptions, which means a lot of fantasy score. 1 catch is 1 point. So yeah, another favorable matchup. Rocking with a little 3-man parlay for you boys. 18.5 Jahmyr Gibbs over, Dak Prescott 17 over, Jacoby Myers fantasy score over. So a little 3-man parlay for you guys. That is pretty much all I got for you guys in today's video. I hope you guys really did enjoy. Lock in, boys. Like, subscribe, drop a comment down below if you guys want to see more, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.